What a beautiful sight here it is in Blueprint Land Creation University. But we coming now from the archives. We don't just record history. We also release knowledge. And I just want you to see the beauty of this waterfall here. But I've fallen in love with this place, and I'm going to be talking to the person who owned this establishment, and you will see what she came through. And then afterwards, you get to know all about this beautiful place that I normally come and I reside at in terms of when I'm doing my vacation, coming here. And then when I'm bringing persons dealing with my podcast coming into the islands to learn about the environment, this is where they comes and they hang out. And so now, without further ado, sometimes you get speech impediment. You know me now, but anyway, coming back with Miss Shelia Blatch. Welcome to the archives, Miss Shelia Blatch.
It's a pleasure to be here this afternoon on the podcast and to give some ideas, some plans of what Love at First Sight is all about. So I'm happy to be here this evening.
Okay, Miss Shelia, thank you. Now, before we get to that, I want to get into some nitty-gritty, some things about your life before we get to that, in terms of what struggles that you came through building this place. This is such a wonderful place right on this waterfront. By the way, what you call a waterfront in the back of you?
It's Giddy Hole.
Why you call it? Why you call it that?
I really don't know. I was born here, and all my life I knew this as Giddy Hole. No one ever told, and I never asked why it was called Giddy Hole. But it's a boiling hole where the water where it boils, and at a certain time, it's very, very strong. And lots of fishes is here, and the dolphin passes, and it's life.
Just like okay, when I know about it, I know about doing the research here because this is my field now dealing with it. It's coming from the tongue of the ocean, because the tongue of the ocean is not too far. In addition to it, it's also you have the Great Bahama Bank, the reefs out there, and then we are surrounded by mangroves and so forth. So water comes through the creek, as you said, the jetty holes, and then it fills up all of the water holes around. So again, Miss Blatch, so with this establishment that you have, this wonderful establishment that I normally comes and I eat at, so what's your struggles in terms of getting this built? How was the land? How was it?
When I got the property, it was all, we called it bush at the time, or carpet. That was the name we called it. And I cleaned it down, I did this beautiful building that I did. But it was not easy. It was struggles, lots of struggle, a lot of disappointment. And even today, there is still a lot of struggle to get where I would like to get. There's a place where you have to be very persevering. You have to be strong, and you have to know how to survive.
And that bridge, as you heard, that's a bridge that is called, that bridge, that noise that's coming back and forth. That's a bridge, right?
Yes, it's the bridge.
So this bridge, this connects something together?
It connects Central and North Andros. It's the true fare to the island. To go from North Andros to Central Andros, you have to cross this bridge.
So so blueprint, not blueprint. I still used to blueprint. So Love at First Sight. So Love at First Sight is in what? Which settlement is in?
This is Stafford Creek.
So Stafford Creek. So the bridge is connected to what? Stafford Creek what?
The bridge is called Stafford Creek Bridge.
So okay, and so but then you got two islands. You have a waterfall coming in between coming in. So you got two connections. You got Stafford Creek what north and Stafford Creek south, right?
Well, this water goes into Stafford Creek. It's a creek.
Mm-hmm.
We call it a creek, and it's very beautiful to go into the creek. At one time, a place called Location, and you get a speedboat, or even just nature, and you can just go into the creek, and it's very, very beautiful. You can fish all the way down, what we call, some maybe we call it fish drop. So we go to the fish drop, and we go fishing.
Okay, so then, all right, then looking at it, the fishing. So somebody want to come here and fishing. So fishing is a blessed Bahamian word. Fishing, fishing, fishing. If you want to come here, you have boats or something that they can rent, or if, let's say somebody want to go do a bonefish or something, they got access to it, or what? How do we go about?
Well, for me personally, there we have what we call the independent guides. So when you were to come here, and say you want to go phone fishing, I would contact them, or I give you their number, so you personally speak with them, and they will talk to you about what is it or what you wanted to know. But you also can fish in from here.
Okay,
You can fish in from Lower First Site. There's a restaurant, and you walk out on the deck, and you literally see the fish, and you can throw a line, and you can catch a fish. You literally can
okay.
fish in
So what
here.
amenities do you offer at this establishment?
In terms of food, you can get there's a variety of food here, but our local food is known as conch, with crack conch. Conch can be prepared in so many ways. You can have crack conch, you can have steamed conch, and we also do conch fritters, and there's still many other ways you
Okay.
can
Well,
visit.
I taste your food. I give it. I like I said. I can't. Like I say. I normally have a saying that, hey, when I say that, when somebody say how it tastes like more. That's how good it tastes. And so now looking at the establishment, how your rooms in terms of rooms, what in terms of rooms wise.
There are 9 rooms on the property, 9 rooms. They're double rooms, 2 bed to the room. And in the room, you have your fridge, your personal fridge. You have your personal bathroom, and there is fan, and you have air condition. And if you want a cup of tea before you, the restaurant is right on the compound, right next to you, and you can have a cup of tea before you get in the restaurant. Or if you just want a cup of tea or coffee, you can make that in your room yourself.
Okay. So got all the things of what somebody have got. Little, if I wanted to iron my little shirt or
Yes, you can
something.
iron. You
Okay.
can iron. There's
So,
iron board and everything is there.
okay. So then and then I see you wearing this nice beautiful outfit. What is this that you have on there?
This shirt is Androsan shirt. We have an area in Central Andros where they dye this material. They also sew, and you can go to the store and you can get a material already made, or you can purchase material and you can take it back with you and get it made how you want it to make.
Okay. Okay, so looking at so I saw when in the rooms not there, you got them all decorated and it's the same kind of fabric. How you did you made that or what? How that came to be?
when when I was doing this business, I wanted the business. What is Andres? What Andres has to offer, and because I grew here, and so I wanted the place to look like Andres, and so how benefit or some benefit of Andres, or I can incorporate what Andres has. So when I got to the rooms, I used this Androsen print on the board. I personally done that myself with the help of, and my bathrooms. I It was my idea with a bit of bathroom has been done. And I went and pick up shell myself, and I personally shelled my bathroom myself.
Well, I like that, and I think on the second part of this episode, on the second part, we're gonna go and find out because there's some nice shell work you've done, and so I would want the people to see that so that could be in the second episode. But like I said, that bridge keep as places that you can't done that bam. That's a bridge that connects both sections, and as the vehicle pass over it, it may make a sound. But don't let that stop you. Like I said, the ambience around you is extraordinary. So again, so Michelle, I heard that you said so your rooms you made all of the shell arrangements and everything. So then looking at this veranda that we on, what is this all about?
This is also part of, we call it deck. It's a deck. There's the restaurant, so you walk right out of the restaurant on the deck. And if you want to eat out here, you can also eat out here and enjoy the cool breeze. It's very beautiful
Oh, it's
this
beautiful.
evening, and the breeze is beautiful. And as you can see, there's the water. And so you can really sit here there, tables out here, and chairs that you can come and sit and enjoy. And if you want to eat here, you can eat out here as well.
So what if somebody want to come here and get married or something like that? They want to come from the United States and they want to come here. How they would get here? What's the arrangements?
We have we have two ports. We have Central Andros as an airport. We also have North Andros as an airport. And if you want to get here, we have Western Air, which comes 3 days of the week, and we also have a private airport, charter. Sorry, you have to come to Nassau first. Well, you can fly here as well. At this time, I don't know the airline at this particular time.
We get Western Air. Western Air comes from
Western Air
Nassau.
come
From Nassau.
Yes, I'm sorry. Western Air also fly goes to the United States as well. You can get Western Air from the United States to Nassau, and from Nassau to Andros.
Okay.
And then we have the private airport, but we have charter. You can go by charter, and you can come here by charter. And if you have 5 person in the group, you can come right away. You don't have to wait. If not 5, then you'll have to wait. But if there are 5 in the party, you get a charter right away.
So it's the island. In terms of looking at it, spending money wise. In terms of would we need person need a house card or what? How to go about that?
Yes, we have card. But at this particular time, we don't have a bank, but we have TM card, TM machine, and you can use the TM machine, and you can cash. I know nobody wants to travel with cash, but you can also set, when you call in, I will tell you how you can deposit the money to the business account if you don't want to bring cash.
All right, okay, because that's important. Sometimes you don't want to bring, but then you still have some cash because you might want to buy some other little knickknacks because you got other things. And then not everyone have those machines, so you bring some cash along for some souvenirs and some other things that you may have want. Okay, yeah. Looking at it now, as your rooms. So as I said, so wedding. So if somebody want to come here for wedding, as I made mention, so they can have a wedding here.
Yes, you can have your wedding here. I had a few wedding here, and the restaurant is here, and there's a beautiful yard as well. You can have, if you want outdoors wedding, you can have outdoors wedding, and if you want the inside wedding, the restaurant, you can have an inside wedding. So you can get married here, and there is someone that if you want to have a wedding here or get married here, arrange the minister to do your wedding here, and you can have reception here as you live here as well.
Okay, so again, as you like, subscribe, and share to this program because this is very important. I know that, like I said, it's very important, and we'll be back after this message. Just look around, give you a nice little view of love at first sight. Okay, we're back here dealing with Michelle Blatch at Love at First Sight. And now, what type of business is this? This a family-oriented business or what?
It's a family business. My daughter, Michelle Swann, she assists in operating the business. And then there's another daughter, Janet, she assists as well. And so it's a family business.
Okay, so because we will, that noise. I know that noise might be, but don't worry about that noise. Like I said, that's a bridge that they're repairing that bridge right now, right? They're repairing that. Okay,
well, they have planned to do something with it, but they haven't as yet.
Okay, so it's caused them to fly back and forth. It may be a little distraction, but don't worry about that. Like I said, when you come here, you wouldn't even hear that because the place is so beautiful. Okay, so we will let your daughter come in. We'll take a pause and come back to that. I'll allow you to see around the Love at First Sight. And this, as I said, the backdrop here is just a hole where the water comes through from the tongue of the ocean called the Jitty Hole. And I will let you hear that little bridge that is making noise there. That's that bridge right there. That connects both sections. The water flows through. And so that's where that is coming from. But like I said, other than that, and as you can see the area, this is a creek. They got a nice coconut tree, get some nice coconut water, and they call it sky juice. So okay, now we'll get back with the other part or the other person that is for the establishment, Miss Michelle Swann. And so this is the daughter of Miss Blatch, and we'll get to her after this. Like, subscribe, and share. Like I said, like, subscribe, and share, because like I said, the archives and the archive blueprint land creation archives, as I said, we don't just record history, we also release knowledge. Thank you, Miss Swann.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the archives. Okay. Now you're dealing with what part of the business that you deal with?
I'm the one you get to interact over the internet or through making a call to Love at First Sight. You can reach us at landline 242-368-6082 or cell number 242-727-0470. We also have an email address, loveatfirstsightandros368@gmail.com, or you can also email at michelleswann310@gmail.com. Our motto here, once you arrive at Love First Sight, you are a guest, but you leave as family. We would love to serve you with a beautiful surroundings for you. You would love it. Tranquil is truly a place to get away. Our rooms just snuggle you in. We have 4 rooms with sea view, and the other rooms are just areas of the ground, but it's a beautiful ground with a pool on site. A nice getaway for family and friends, or just a getaway. We also have functions for church getaway retreats, weddings, as you heard earlier. We had many weddings here. We've had parties, we've had business meetings. We've also had persons just came to have just a private brief meeting. If you want a special luncheon, this is the place to be.
So what about lodges? Because you say Love at First Sight, also is a lodge, right?
It is a lodge. As you heard earlier, we have 9 beautiful double rooms decorated by my mom, Michelle Blatch. A lot to offer.
So how you, in terms of now that you're here, being daughter, and that this environment, I mean, this is breathtaking. When I first saw this place, before I even knew this was Love at First Sight, I fell in love with the environment. I looked at the water going one way, then when I came back, the water going the next way. I said, Love at First Sight. Then I saw the sign, Love at First Sight, the buildings. I had to come inside and enjoy the food and the amenities that you offer. So would you like to, what anything else in terms of running a business? Which would you say to people running a business? Is it difficult?
Running the business on the island for Love at First Sight is not something that's been easy. But the one thing I love about it is that you can't predict the future. You have slow moments, and then you have moments where you kind of have a peak succession. But business has been mostly on the slow side for us at this time after COVID. It has not picked up as yet. But we do have our flow of guests that come in. We also have a few persons that come for a meal because my mom is known for her cooking. And we have a lot of guests sometimes just come for lodging.
So normally where persons come from across the United States in terms of it?
Well, we've had guests from the United States, some persons close to Florida, some persons further up. We've had persons from Europe, persons from Canada. So we have a variety of guests.
Okay. So once they come here, that means once they see it, they fall in love with it, and they want to come back. So only COVID was the one that caused us a lot of problems.
Yes, COVID has slowed down the amount of guests that we've had over the years. But we've had repeat guests since COVID. We have a lot of fishermen come here. As you've heard earlier, once you desire to come in and you want to fish, we will arrange with someone or provide you with information to contact the person, and this is where you would stay. Once you come in, we'll make arrangements where the person will come and receive you, and we do boat lunch for you, which is a part of the arrangement.
Okay, again, like, subscribe, and share. And before we go, I will give you a little tour around looking at the more of the Jitty Hole again. Here you get a better view as the water coming through. Now the other water's coming from the creek, and then once it comes from the creek, then it comes around and goes through that section there, and it goes straight out. And this is called the Jitty Hole. And when it goes out, then it goes out to the tongue of the ocean. Like I said, for fishermen now, if you look down at the waters, right, let me see that I don't want my thing to fall. Okay, you see here, all them mutton snappers down there. See them mutton snappers? Look at that. And them sergeant majors, them striped ones, sergeant majors. And I think that little orange one there, it looked like a, wow, that's another fish there going there. So you can see, right, you get a good view. All them mutton snappers. And so, just to let you see the sides, the rocks here, and the water. And you see there are poisons living on the other side there. So, but this is a very beautiful spot, as I said. And as you know, this is the archives. I love to record history of Andros. Like I said, it's important to listen to our channel because it's important. Now, I know you haven't seen me, so I will allow you to see myself in the podcast. I like to say podcast, but you know, it's just the channel, but the podcast is the other one, which is called Blueprint Land Creation Podcast, which is also seen with different portions of the island. And you know, we talk a lot about the Caribbean pine trees and the Castorina trees and other areas of Andros and things. So again, like, subscribe, and share. Come and visit where I be. I'd love at first sight. Like, subscribe, and share. See you next time.